Man, I'll tell you what, that light that's coming through the windows makes it look like you're in heaven right now.
It's been cold work.
I love it. Christian Galantis, welcome back to America's Dance 30. It's so great seeing you.
Woo! Thank you for having me.
There is so much to congratulate you on. First of all, congratulations on Lighter with David Guetta and Five Sauce going number one.
Woo!
I wish everybody on the podcast could see the dance you're doing. And congratulations on the brand new album, RX, and it being the number one downloaded dance album.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That is
I'm happy.
So incredible. Now, before we talk about Lighter, let's talk about this album. How long have you been working on it?
Oh, at least 3 years. It's been a while. But it's like I release music all the time, and then some songs, this should be a part of the album, or shouldn't it? Like it's the whole thing where I separate like some songs to be collaborations and something that isn't supposed to be on the album, and what should be on the album, even if it's released ahead of the album. It's a whole thing.
Take us through like the day before and release day. How nerve-wracking is it for you? Is it still nerve-wracking even though you've been doing this for so long?
Yeah, somewhat. I feel like it's everyone around me, including, my wife and my kids. They're trying to hype me up even more, and I try to be like, hey, it's just another regular day, But I think that's my defense, to not think about it or something, right? So I'm like, it's something about it, when you've been working on something for so long. I guess it's also you're a little bit scared of actually saying goodbye to it, right? So.
And how many times do you make your wife and kid listen to it before you put it out?
I don't know. It's different these days because I only play them stuff when it's brand new ideas. Because then I'm like, I don't want them to criticize anything I already decided on. So I stop. Because then I don't want the downers when they're like, I don't like this song. I'm like, it's on Spotify.
You got to find a new family at that point. Well, can we really quickly talk about one of my favorite songs on the album, One Cry? I was blown away to see that BB Rexa had a hand in it as well. How was this song born? And I saw your post about it being a bumpy ride. Why was it bumpy?
Well, it's been in the works for many, many years actually, but it's been a song that I thought was super important. I love this song so much. I had, without naming names, but I had a lot of big artists sing this song, and actually BB's original vocal, it was so hard to beat. There was big acts I can't beat this vocal. It's so good, and it really was. But Rosalind went in and she killed it, and she was the one who made the song possible in the end, because I just couldn't get anyone, and BB was busy putting out other records or something. So yeah, I'm happy Rosalind stepped in, because she has an amazing voice.
She truly does. The song is so incredible. Now, there's so much orchestration in Galantis music. Have you ever thought about doing a live show of just stripped down orchestral versions of your songs?
That would be amazing. No, I actually haven't thought about it that way. So I'm happy you see that. It's a good idea. Thank you.
It truly is. I got to tell you, I saw BT do it 20 years ago with his album, and it was amazing. And then, of course, Above and Beyond has done it with their music. Yeah. Galantis music just lends to it so well because there's so much orchestration.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I've done it actually once with Mike Snow, though. So I know how much I like that. But I never thought about it for Galantis. But you're right. I have live strings on so many records. So yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I will be the first person to buy tickets. I'll just let you know that right now. Let's talk about your number one, Lighter. Now, when we were in Miami talking about it, you shared that you were really surprised that it actually got finished and released. What was the journey with David Guetta and Five Sauce on this song?
Well, it actually was not a bumpy ride at all. Everyone was just working on it when they had time, and it organically kind of grew to the next stage and the next stage without anyone like, I want to go here, I want to do that, which is usually when there's like so many, chefs in the kitchen, and also big acts like that. They have a busy schedule, like it's hard to get it to actually go all the way over the finish line. Also, well, like someone like David Guetta, he's working on so many records all the time. But I feel like it was a good team effort. It was a true collaboration. And I gotta say, 5/6 Summer, when they came in, they started to like have, give the whole track some new energy that it needed. A new angle. Like, can we try this? Can we try that? And that gave me more inspiration to jump back and, like, let's push for this one. So, yeah.
Well, it turned out so amazing. Now, as we've discussed previous chats, I always love finding out how many different V's there are to a song, from when you start working on it, all the tweaking, to when you finally put it out. Do you remember what the final V was of Lighter?
It's got to be a very high number, actually. But I bet it's over 50, that's for sure. Oh, my God! Yeah, absolutely.
And is it the 50th that got put out as the final, or did you go back versions?
No, we went back. You go back and be like, oh, no, this part was better here, blah, blah, And that's hard. Like, a lot of people don't want to ever look back. So, but it is important to do that, because sometimes you're not going towards the better, like goal. Sometimes it might have been better 2 weeks ago. I know it hurts to say that, but it might have been. Can we check? It is, part of the journey.
Well, I'm so glad you finally came down with a version to put out, because it is such a great song. Congratulations on it going number one.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And congratulations on the album. Now, how did you come up with the name RX?
Well, the first album was called Pharmacy, and, there's a story behind that. And this is kind of, to me, the follow-up to that album. I know it's weird to have an album, two albums in between, but this is a very important album for me, and the way this album was made me feel like the first album I made. So that's why I call it RX.
Well, congratulations on it. It is so amazing. Now, we can cut this out if you want me to, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask, is Galantis just Christian now?
Yes, it is.
Because when you did liners for me in Miami, you say, I am Galantis now, and of course, all the graphics are just you and Seafox.
Yeah, I know. That was a bit of a journey, but people doesn't realize that the way the music is made it's the same way it has always been. So it's been the live situation that's been the biggest change. But now it's been, like a bunch of years. So now it's tuned in, and I feel good about it. So all good.
And it's always incredible, not only seeing you live, but also hearing your music. Christian Galantis, thank you so much for your time with us on America's Dance 30.
Thank you so much for having me.